Hello everyone, welcome to Code One, and in this video I'm going to show you how can you read or write the data. In the first session we'll cover the data writing into any external file. So this is an automation testing tutorial series with Selenium, and this is also an important interview question or interview mandatory task when you work with a kind of framework that have a data. Okay, when you implement data driven framework in Selenium, you need to do this type of work. You have to store sometime information into Excel file, or sometime you have to read the information from the Excel file. So in this video, in this first session, we'll cover the write data, like how can you write a data into Excel sheet. So for that, I want to clear some point here. uh, we are using Java with Selenium in this complete series, and this is not a part of a Selenium. Okay, Selenium is a web driver that help us to communicate with the browser. It's not communicate with external files or Excel files. So for that, what we have to use to write the data, let's give a comment, write data into XLSX. So for this, we have to use a third-party library, that is POI. So I'm going to give you here this one. Apache POI is there. That's going to help us to perform this task. So by the using this dependency, this API, we can perform operation related to the database, related to the Excel files, or to transfer the data, or we can say read and write the data in Excel file. Okay, so the very first step, what I need to do, first I need to add this. If you are new for this, just add this dependency into your dependencies tag in your pom.xml. Click on save. When you save it, it will build and allow you to access those classes. First, we have to prepare a workbook. So let's say, just understand, when you import this workbook, import it from this POI library and user model class, and this is an interface. And here, let's create a workbook equals to new workbook. So what we are doing here, we just create an there is a class that is called SX. Okay, SXSSF workbook. Okay, create an object of this, and then in this we have to create a sheet. So workbook dot create sheet, and here we need to pass the name of sheet. It is something like we are creating a new Excel file like this. So we are creating Excel file means we are creating an instantiating object of workbook. Then under this Excel, I'm going to create some sheet. Okay, let's say I create a blank, and here I'm passing the sheet name as a demo. So the same parameter we are going to use here to pass it as a demo, as a sheet name. Now this will return a sheet. Okay, so let's store it, and let's make sure you are importing it from POISS user model, and this name will be sheet. And then in this sheet, what we can do, we can create a row, sheet dot create row. Okay, and I'm passing index 0. Why I'm passing index 0? Because here I want to create access this first row, first row 1, row 2, row 3. So it will start from the index will start from 0, so it will target to this row. Okay, so I just pass it as a create row as a 0. And in this example, we are seeing how can you add a single cell value. Then we'll see how can you add a bulk data into a column format or into a row format. We'll give that example as well. So we have created a row here, and it will return a row. So let's store it into row. And now, okay, into this row, let's create a cell. So row dot create cell, and I'm passing index again 0 because I want to access this one, this cell, the first cell. So I pass it as a 0, and it will return me again a cell. So, cell. Now I have this cell right here. Okay, so I can access this. Now I need to set a value to it. So let's say cell dot set value and set cell value, we can say. Okay, here I'm passing a value hello automation, and yeah, now we have to create like we have created our excel is ready. Now what I need to do, I need to store this excel. We need to get the path of that excel file where we want to create that excel, and then next we will write data by using file output stream. So let's create a path. Okay, so a string path equals to, let's create a folder here into my project, and that will be contain all my data resources. So let's say data source, I can name it as a data source. Okay, here into data source I want to create this excel sheet. Okay, so first I need to get the environmental path, current directory, path of my current directory. So what can I do? In Java we have a system dot get property, and in this we can pass a property user dot it will dir, I guess, user dot directory, yes, and then we can concatenate with this path our name, this system dot get property user dir will return path of this selenium Java Selenium folder, and after that we have another folder called data source. So we have to concatenate this. So I just add it here with double slash data source, and after that the file name. So let's say user data. I just keep a file name as a data and extension as XLSX, right? I guess it's done. So now we have our path ready. Now we have to write into a file. So let's create an object of file equals to new file, and into this file I'm going to pass my path. Now let's create an object of file output stream, fos equals to new file output stream, and I'm going to pass my file object here. Okay, it will return exception, it will throw an exception, so I'm declaring it like this. And yeah, now we have our output stream ready. So we have a workbook also, so call the workbook and write output stream fos to it. This will also return a IO exception, so let's throw it. Okay, now at the last we have to close and flush it, our output stream. So close and fos dot flush it. Yeah, that's that. So in this way, what we are doing, we are writing this message into a Excel file that will be stored, that will be auto created by this script into this data source. Okay, so this is done by Java only. We are not using any Selenium class or Selenium method to perform this task. So we will use this data and this Java code into our automation script to write the data when sometime we are reading the data from browser or from the web page, and we need to store that into Excel file. So we will use this script to write the data. Okay, and what is the important thing for that? We have a POI library. So let's run the code quickly and see is this file is writing the data. I guess execution is done, and if I check this data source folder, and you can see user data folder is there. Let me open it and go to properties folder, data source, and when I open this file I can see the message here as a hello automation. Okay, this is the way where we can add the single data into our Excel file, right? And now let's suppose we have a situation where we have a 10 list of the 10 users that we want to store in a form of column or in the form of column or row. Let's say I want to store some data in my Excel. here into columns, these columns or these rows. Okay, so how can I deal with the bulk data? Okay, so we you will use the same code but we'll make some changes. So for testing, let's create a simple list here. I'm creating a list. The type of list will be string, and we can say this is user list, and here let's create an object of array list of type string, and then user list dot add string. Here let's say I'm going to add the user one. I'm going to copy the same lines of code, so we can say user 5, user 4, user 3, and user 2, and user 1. Okay, so we have this list. Now I want to store this list into my Excel. We want to write this complete data, user 1, user 2, user 3, user 4, user 5, into my Excel, into the same in this same Excel. So to solve this, how can we do that? Let's create a for each loop and render the value one by one from this list, and we can name it as a user. So this user will contain each value in each iteration of this loop. So these are the common thing we have to deal every time with the same seed, so we don't need to put this into a loop. But and also, let's say I want to keep the row constant and I want to store the data into a column. Okay, in that case I can keep it as static, like this, like out of the loop, and then we have these two lines of code that we have to keep into the loop. Why? Because we are creating a cells every time, but it's passing 0, so it will access only 0th index. So for that, what I can do, I can create a counter, and I can do it as a 0. I can initialize it as 0, and then here I am doing counter plus plus, and in this cell I'm passing my counter. So with every iterate it will increase by 1 and create a next cell in the same row, right? And then in the cell set value, this time we are not passing this manually. Instead we will pass the dynamic value that we are getting here into this user from our array list, right? Yeah, I think it's done, and rest will be same. And at the end, let's type a message, say we can say user is added into, right? So let's run it quickly and check what output we are getting now. Yeah, user is added in XLSX. Now let's refresh this and open this file again and check, do we have a data into a column format? Yes, we can store the data. Now let's suppose I want to store this data into a row format. So how can I do that? I just need to make some changes, because just understand whatever the index we are passing into a create row 0 and create cells, this will decide in which row and cells the data will go. Okay, so in case of column, we have to iterate this row as well. So each time we need a new row, so we can pass this counter here, right, with each every loop, but the cell will be always at 0th index. Okay, that's it. This is the only changes that we need to make to convert it into a column. So I just right click, run this our application, done. Now let's check it. So you can see this time it's stored the application into a column format. So in this way you can play with XLS file, and you can write the data, and also you can write the bulk data, you can write the data into a column format and to a row format. So it's all about writing the data in XLX you can use in your automation. And if you want to see with real use of this in automation framework, you can comment us. Thank you for watching.